Good day, Jits. It is currently Friday, July 26th. But this is the trade recap for July 25th. It was actually a really good day. We just had a few complications due to the fact that my emotions were kind of talking a little too loud. And I mean, that's never a good thing, but there's nothing you can really do about it besides working on that specific part of trading to eliminate that. And the reason I say this is throughout the last couple days, we have had a lot of movement to the downside. So A, I was expecting we heavily chop, or B, we pick up and we retrace to equilibrium, which on the 4 hour, you're going to see is this green line, right? So I was expecting one or the other. I wasn't expecting us to continue really falling. I was seeking these lows right here, though, as a short TP because obviously the bias is bearish. I'm not going to be like, yeah, we're oversold. I'm 100% bullish. I'm in longs now, or I'm looking for longs. We have no confirmation to that. We do now, breaking structure to the upside here, and that's about all that we have. But yesterday, let's figure where we were. Thursday. Hey, okay, so the bias here coming into this day was clearly bearish. We have an imbalance right here, which was one point of interest for me. And then on the 1 hour, so this is market open right here. So we have Asia highs and we have London highs sitting right here within these. Oh, wait. Sorry. London highs here, Asia highs up here. So they were my points of interest for a, actually, I mean, getting a little lost here. Hold up. Yes, okay, so it's not these highs, it's these highs. These are London highs, yeah, because 4 a.m., 5 a.m., Asia highs here, sorry, London highs here. So what are we looking for? We're looking for our higher time frame confluences to get contacted. A liquidity sweep from one of these is totally valid. So as you can see here, we did not break structure. If we go right here, we did not break structure to the upside on this. We did on these, on this set of highs, but not these. We swept London highs. So with that being said, what can we then do? We can scale down into the 5 minute. So let's find 930. Here we are. So we sweep the London highs. These are part of Asia highs. So we sweep these London highs, right? And what happens? We come up, and this is pre-market right here. We make a high. So we have pre-market highs and we have London highs. What does price do? It falls down. It does not give us a break of structure, but what does it do? It sweeps pre-market highs again, which is extra confluence to our entries. Then we get this really big move down, and what do we get right here? I know y'all see something. We get an inverse. So we have a bullish imbalance, and then we have a bearish imbalance, followed with a little doji in the middle or a morning star, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Regardless, we have a 5 minute inverse. So what are we waiting for? We know that that will be our third confluence. We're waiting for a break of structure. The next leg down gives us a super clean break of structure, as well invalidating this bullish imbalance. So we break structure to the downside. We have our 5 minute confluence, which I wanted originally to be this inverse. So we also get this just regular bearish imbalance, which is totally fine. But what happens here? We push into this bearish imbalance, and this is where we caught shorts out of. We took shorts from here. We went way lighter. We de-risked because if I was going to go full risk, I wanted to see this inverse get retested. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. So I went super light on the day. And regardless, as you can see, price pushed up into the imbalance after giving us a break of structure, and then continued to push way down. All I was TPing were data lows. We could have taken London lows, most definitely, but I was like, I'm just going to take what I know I'm going to get, and that was data lows. So we took data lows, we walked away, and we were happy. And that's really the entire trade on NQ, but there's something to take away from it. Also, as you can see, let's go to the 4 hour here with the charts on. This here, I told y'all I wanted to be swept, and as you can see, we came down, swept it, filled some of these bullish imbalances, and continued our leg up. So, hold up. On the 1 hour here, you can see that after market open, we swept London highs, we swept pre-market highs, we pushed all the way down, took out this liquidity, and then we moved for our original points of interest. And now look at this. If we were waiting for the contact of a 4 hour or 1 hour imbalance, look at how clean this is. We get the break of structure to the downside, followed by this candle here. And as you guys can see, it's nearly the exact same setup. We get a bullish imbalance, followed by a bearish imbalance. which is what? An inverse. Boom. Cool, cool. But unfortunately, we don't get a retest of this as we did here. What we do get is a retest ultimately of this tiny little bearish imbalance. We come up, we respect it, and we continue lower, and continue lower, almost to the exact same draw. But as you can see, what we came to here was to fill this bullish imbalance, and then we continued back up. So ultimately, yesterday did hypothetically consolidate, because on the 1 hour, it's not like we picked a direction and actually moved. As here, we picked a direction, picked the direction, picked the direction. We went down, up, and now we're sitting, like, market opened, keep in mind, right around this price range. Where did market close? Around the exact same price. Whoa, sorry, that's actually, I'm capping on my ass right now. Market in reality closed down here. But we're ended up just coming right back to the middle of this range. And I honestly, as I was expecting, I was telling the Discord, our daily range, like what we do for the day, probably isn't going to be huge. And I'm not a big fan of these consolidating days because I don't like to take multiple trades a day. I like to take one, trade with the trend, and let it go. And just be confident overall in the small move that may make a gain, may not. So with that being said, that's NQ. That's the entire trade recap for NQ. But on ES, there's something more to notice for sure. Let me clear this off the chart. So it's the exact same setup. We have the imbalances, and then on the 1 hour, we have Asia highs, London highs, and then we also have pre-market happening within here. I'll scale down so that way we can actually find pre-market highs. Thursday, 9 a.m. Here we go. So this is where we opened market open. And NQ did what? So on NQ, we got the push above pre-market highs. So this high was up here. And then we got an inverse imbalance out of that area, followed by a bearish imbalance, a retest of it, and a move down. So ES, the reason I did not trade it is the reason I didn't is because I didn't like the fact that we didn't sweep any highs yet. Like, we didn't take the pre-market liquidity. All we took was, we didn't even take London highs, right? We didn't really have much in our bag. But what we did do is we created an SMT from this low, or this high to this high. And then on NQ, we made a higher high, right? That's the SMT. So that was kind of a clue of like, all right, NQ is already falling. ES is going to follow right behind it. And we had another SMT within this area. But regardless, here's the trade on ES. If we were waiting for this, we get the break of structure with this candlestick down. Now, all we're waiting for is a third confluence, right? So where is that third confluence? It's right here. We get this bearish imbalance right here. And then the next candlestick after it comes up and fills it, attempts to fill it, respects it, and closes below it. We do that multiple times. Boom. These are 3 different entries. You get in this position, and if you even target just a 1 to 2 stops above the highs, I'm pretty sure this has no issue of hitting. This is already a 1 to 2. Right? This is your 1 to 2 right here. But if we were targeting London lows, what do we have on our hands? We have a 3R. That's there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But that's the entire trade. And the only thing is right here at what? 945. Let's go to 945 on NQ. 945 was already starting to make its move down. We retested it once more and continued our leg down. ES took a little bit more time to follow through. 950, we were still consolidating just within this small candlestick. NQ already had made one leg down so far. And anyway, I didn't trade ES due to the fact that we didn't take out any of these highs. I just wasn't feeling it. And in the back of my mind, I was like, there's a good chance that we actually end up bullish due to the fact that we need to balance price out. But we didn't get that balance. So I have a funny feeling, though, today we are going to get that balance of price. And here's the reason I say so. Let me clear all this off now. We can get rid of the drawings. We have a break structure to the upside, which indicates us being bullish. And that's all I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to basically make another market recap tonight. And we'll go over to see if we were actually bullish for the day. So until then, love y'all. Take care. And have a blessed day.